Have you ever seen a car so expensive that even millionaires stop to take pictures of it? In Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, that's almost an everyday scene. On certain nights, the streets of Riyadh look more like a moving luxury car showroom than a city. You'll see gold-plated Rolls-Royces, diamond-encrusted Lamborghinis, and rare hypercars that cost more than private jets. But what's behind this wild display of wealth? And why is Riyadh suddenly becoming the new playground for the world's billionaires? It all starts with a new generation of Saudi billionaires who see cars not just as transportation, but as a symbol of legacy and power. In Riyadh, your car isn't just a vehicle. It's a statement. It's your way of saying, "I've arrived." One of the most talked about collections belongs to Prince Al-Walid bin Talal. His garage is rumored to have over 300 cars, including custom Rolls-Royces and Ferraris that most people will never even see in real life. There's a blue Rolls-Royce Phantom designed to match the color of his private Boeing 747. And yes, that's not a rumor, it's real. But here's the part that surprises most people. Many of these cars never touch the road. They're stored in climate-controlled garages with their engines started only a few times a year. Why? Because some of these vehicles are now worth more as collectibles than when they were first bought. In other words, these aren't just toys, they're investments that appreciate over time. And this new approach to luxury has made Riyadh a magnet for supercar enthusiasts from all over the world. Every weekend, a part of the city called Talia Street transforms into a stage for billionaires and young elites to showcase their machines. You'll see Bugattis with custom Arabic engravings, McLarens wrapped in mirror chrome, and even SUVs fitted with gold-plated grills. But what's really driving this trend isn't just wealth, it's competition. In the Saudi luxury scene, exclusivity is everything. If one billionaire buys a rare Ferrari, the next wants to buy two, and customize them with gold interiors and custom stitching. It's not just about owning the car, it's about owning something no one else in the world can have. Interestingly, this obsession with luxury cars isn't new. It's deeply tied to Saudi Arabia's oil wealth, where fortunes were built almost overnight in the late 20th century. Cars became the modern-day equivalent of palaces, visible proof of success. But the difference now is that younger billionaires are combining old money with new tastes. Instead of only buying traditional Rolls-Royces, they're importing brands like Koenigsegg, Pagani, and Rimac, electric hypercars that blend performance and technology in ways that didn't even exist a decade ago. And this new trend has turned Riyadh into an unofficial car capital of the Middle East, even rivaling Dubai. Every major car manufacturer now hosts private showings in Saudi Arabia before global launches. If you see a prototype Bugatti on the streets, there's a high chance it's being tested or displayed for a royal client. The level of customization these billionaires demand is unmatched. Some cars are fitted with pure gold trim, others feature seats made from crocodile leather, and one collection is rumored to have a diamond-coated speedometer. It might sound exaggerated, until you realize that in Saudi luxury culture, there's almost no limit to personalization. But here's where it gets fascinating. While most people think these cars are just for showing off, many of the owners view them as part of a much bigger game, influence. When a billionaire drives a custom $4 million Bugatti through Riyadh, it's not just a joyride. It's a signal to the rest of the world about where Saudi Arabia stands on the global wealth map. It's a form of soft power, a way to draw attention, partnerships, and prestige. Even more interesting is the rise of car clubs. In Riyadh, exclusive groups where members gather for private drives across the desert or organize secret exhibitions. These aren't public events. They're invitation-only gatherings where deals worth hundreds of millions are quietly discussed while the engines of limited edition Ferraris hum in the background. Stay till the end, because what's happening next in Riyadh could change how the world sees luxury forever. Riyadh's car culture has also begun attracting celebrities and influencers from across the world. Major YouTubers and car reviewers are flying in to film these collections. The reason? The cars here aren't just rare, they're one of one. For content creators, Riyadh has become the new Monaco. Every frame screams wealth, exclusivity, and mystery. But beneath the surface, there's something even more strategic happening. Saudi Arabia's government is actively supporting this image of opulence as part of Vision 2030, a plan to transform the country into a global hub for tourism, entertainment, and innovation. And luxury cars are playing a surprisingly big role in that vision. International events like the Riyadh season now feature supercar parades, exclusive car auctions, and even pop-up exhibitions by Rolls-Royce and Bentley. In other words, the car culture in Riyadh isn't just about individual billionaires anymore. It's becoming a national identity. Imagine walking down a boulevard at night where the sound of roaring V12 engines echoes between skyscrapers, where every car that passes could buy a mansion in Los Angeles. That's Riyadh right now. It's not just luxury for the sake of luxury, it's performance, art, and prestige all fused into one moment. But the biggest shift is still coming. As the world moves toward electric vehicles, Saudi billionaires aren't being left behind. Some are already buying fleets of limited edition electric hypercars. Brands like Rimac Navara and Lotus Avaya are now favorites among the younger royals. The reason is simple: they represent the future. Quiet, fast, and insanely expensive. And just when you think the scene couldn't get crazier, some of these collectors are now importing concept cars, vehicles that haven't even been released to the public. One Saudi billionaire reportedly paid over $8 million for a one-of-one concept that wasn't even street legal, just to keep it in his private museum. This obsession with rarity has created a ripple effect across the world. Auction houses like Sotheby's and Bonhams are now including Riyadh in their global schedules because that's where the top bidders are. When a limited edition Ferrari or McLaren goes on sale, chances are one of the Saudi billionaires will buy it, often paying well above market price. So what drives this endless pursuit of exclusivity? It's not just ego. For many of these collectors, it's about legacy. Cars are a way to preserve their story, mechanical time capsules that reflect their era's taste, wealth, and identity. Some are even building private museums, open only to invited guests. Inside, you'll find everything from 1960s Ferraris to futuristic electric prototypes, each one with its own story of craftsmanship and culture. If you look closer, there's something poetic about it. A country once known only for oil is now becoming known for its art on wheels. These machines represent more than horsepower, they're symbols of progress, ambition, and national pride. And while outsiders may see it as extravagance, for those inside Saudi Arabia, it's evolution. It's the blending of tradition and modernity. The old desert wealth meeting the new global stage. Now here's a thought most people miss. The same streets where billionaires race supercars at night are also where the next generation of Saudi innovators and entrepreneurs are driving Teslas, working on startups, and creating technology that will power the future. It's a country in transformation, and the cars are just one visible sign of how fast it's happening. Riyadh's luxury car scene is more than just a display of wealth. It's storytelling through engineering. Every curve, every color, every roar of the engine tells a story about the people who own them, the city that houses them, and the future they're building. And maybe that's the real reason these cars captivate millions online. It's not just the gold paint or the horsepower. It's what they represent, the dream of ultimate freedom, success, and the pursuit of something truly one of a kind. Because in Riyadh, luxury isn't just about having more. It's about creating what has never existed before. And as the sun sets over the desert and the lights of hypercars streak through the streets, one thing becomes clear: the age of oil built the wealth, but the age of innovation and identity is what's defining it now. That's why when you see a convoy of billion-dollar cars gliding through Riyadh, you're not just looking at vehicles. You're witnessing a glimpse of the future, where tradition meets technology, and power meets perfection.